What's going on, y'all? This is Ill with Live in Minnie's World, and you are checking out Women Are Talking TV in Minnie's World.
I'm Billi Martin of Women Are Talking TV, and right now we're here attending the 5th annual Back to School Family Fun Day here at Saratoga Ballfield. Stay Jazzy Productions and IllFlix.com presents this annual event in Brownsville, Brooklyn, collaborating with sponsors like Affinity Health Plan, McDonald's, Applebee's, Tower Islands, and the NYPD. This is a free event where they give out free school supplies. I'm so glad to be a part of this event. In fact, let's go check out why.
I'm so on top, I can see the clouds. Baby, I can touch the stars when I reach down. But the blood pink stones over my neck. When the lights go out, was like special effects.
You got the kids today?
My baby store.
What
You say? There you go.
Oh yeah, come to the crib.
Now you got your store. Oh, you want one?
Mr. Pretty Lou! If y'all don't know this guy, y'all have not been in the club in the last 10 years. This guy got the clubs on smash. Pretty Lou, what's good?
So real quick, look who we have here. We have
Marvelous Marvin from 107.5 WBLS, your number one source for R&B.
Yeah, no one source of R&B. So this is your 3rd year with the book Back to School Family Fun Day. What encouraged you to want to be a part of it in the first place?
Love the children, love Minnie, love Ill, we're all family, and anything involving the kids, I'm always for it.
And so you brought on WBLS to be a part of it as a sponsor. How was that a struggle for you?
Absolutely not, because we're all about the community and all about the kids. So anything, again, involving the community and the kids, we're all for it.
All for it. So what more do you want to be able to see in the event? What more will BLS be bringing to the community in an event like this?
Well, having more things for the kids to get more involved with, have the parents get more involved with us, with the children, and just make a whole fun thing out of it in education.
It's actually a very, very fun event today, and it's something that we should be pushing more and more and more of. Yes. Who would you like to see more of here? I mean, we kind of touched on that a little bit, but
it's a lot. It's quite a few. I really can't name any in particular, but for all the acts we had today, they all was fantastic. I would say it was even marvelous. It was very good, and it just gets better each and every year.
So what you have going on in the future? What future projects, programs you have going on?
Well, you know, as far as this camp, might be doing something with the Family Feud show real soon. Look out for that. Got some works and something that works for Wendy Williams as well. So you know, some few things coming. Oh, I'm about to do a big project for HBO. It's a film and a movie about Brooklyn with HBO. So look out for that very soon as well.
Okay. Well, you already got my contact information, so.
Oh, you do act, do you not?
Yeah.
Okay, all righty then.
So, but that's all we have for today. Thank you so much for being on Women Are Talking TV.
You're so much welcome. Thank you so much. Did you have fun? Did you enjoy it?
Yes, I had a lot of fun. I stayed for the whole day. The rain, the sun, that's everything. Right. The food, the hot dogs.
All of that stuff. You was here.
All that. We had a great time.
No. I'm gonna reverse this for a second. What did you like the most about this event? What did you like the most?
I liked it was actually something that I just discovered today, to know that they put their own money into funding this. That was an eye-opener for me, because it's 5th year, and yet so much has been given today, right. And I'm hoping that magnitude is received and appreciated. Yes. So that was like, Wow, that was I'm even more glad and proud to have been a part of today's event, and I'm looking forward to being to more.
It was a mind blower for a lot of people when they heard that. You know, everybody came together to put this whole thing together out of their own pocket.
Out of their own pocket.
It's really for a good cause.
Yes.
It's for the kids. It's a back-to-school event. So I mean, what better place to do it for?
Yep.
You know.
Looking forward to more.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to more. Okay, and that's all we have.
In your brain, front, then he coming your way. Better send me dump, then he coming your way.
We have to have the stage clear. Stage clear. Stage clear.
Speaker, author of 2 best-selling books, Mind Right, Money Right, 10 Laws of Financial Freedom, With the FICO, 12 Steps of Paying Your Credit. But I want y'all to do a thing for me, right? So who likes money? Who likes money? Y'all like money? All right. So when I say mind right, I want y'all to say money right. Y'all gonna do that for me? Right? So mind right. Hey DJ, I need a beat because I think y'all get it better with the beat. There are a lot of people in this world that are afraid of you. They're afraid of your greatness. They're afraid of what you're going to do in life. So they try to tell you what you can't be, opposed to telling you what you can be, right? So I'm not going to bore you with my story, but I grew up, you know, I've done everything, meaning, you know, all the wrong things in life, right? Kicked out of school a lot, you know, went to 3 different high schools, fighting, doing all the things negative things that I wasn't supposed to do, right? But then I finally got the light bulb that said to me that I need to stay focused. I need to put my mind and do stuff. So I have been in banking for the last 14 years of my life. I've managed some of the largest financial institutions in the world, right? So at 24 years old, I was the VP of a bank, right? So this little guy from the projects who wasn't supposed to be here, who's supposed to be dead or in jail, was able to run a bank, right? My last position was as a CEO of a federal credit union. And now, as I stand in front of you, I am a author, Mind Right, Money Right, 10 Laws of Financial Freedom, right? But I want to leave you guys with something, and this is what I need you to sum up, right? Is that 3 words I need you to get rid of your vocabulary. The first word is try, the second word is can't, the third word is hope, right? A lot of people tell you about hope, that hope is a good thing, but the reason why you want to get rid of that word is because you can't hope for anything. If you want something, you have to go out and get it, right? The reason why you don't want to try or the reason why you don't want to use the word can't, because if you use the word can't, you've already counted yourself out. You've told yourself that you can't do something. The last thing is try, right? Whenever you say that you're going to try something, you're setting yourself up. Because when you try to do something, you're giving yourself a 50-50 shot. You're saying there's a possibility that I may do it and a possibility that I may not do it. So make sure you get rid of those words. And the last thing I'm going to leave you with is a quick story that I heard from Will Smith, right? A lot of times people tell you, you know, think about the future, think about the future. I say this, I say worry about today, right? Because tomorrow is dead and gone. No, tomorrow doesn't even want you anymore, right? The future, you can plan all you want for the future, but what's most important is right now. You guys know right now that you have today. So the quick story is that Will Smith's father had a store. He broke down the wall in the store. And he told Will Smith and his brother to rebuild the store, or rebuild the brick wall. Will Smith and his brother looked and said, how can I possibly rebuild this brick wall? So his father said, if you take 1 brick at a time, you're gonna be able to rebuild this wall, right? So if you take that 1 brick and you make sure the brick is the best possible brick ever, right? The rest of the wall will take care of itself. So that's what today is, right? Don't worry about tomorrow, don't worry about yesterday, because yesterday's gone. Don't really worry about tomorrow, because there's nothing you can really do about tomorrow. But if you do the best that you could possibly do today, you will have everything that you want in life. Every single thing you want in life. I appreciate you guys. So I need to give somebody this money though. I need to give somebody this money. So I need 3 people who can sum up real quick what was the theme of my message. I'm gonna say 1, 2, and 3.
Getting hard and work my way through. First day of school, my uniform was crispy. Seeing all my friends be hustlers, they listening. Stood on the line to meet the new teacher.
Let's go! Yeah! Come on!
I'm Anthony T. Jones, candidate for New York State Assembly for the 55th Assembly District.
And what neighborhood does that cover?
That covers the majority is Brownsville, Ocean Hill, Brownsville, Bedford-Stuyvesant, parts of Crown Heights, East New York, East Flatbush, and Bushwick.
Okay, so you have a strong race. Well, tell me a little bit about that before we go into the event.
Well, we have quite a few candidates in the race this time around, but we had about 7 candidates when I ran against Mr. Borland 2 years ago, and out of those 7 candidates, I was the runner-up, and it was a strong race then. So I believe that this time around, even though that there's a lot of candidates in the race, I believe that walking the streets, meeting people remember my name, I believe that we'll emerge over those candidates as I emerged over them 2 years ago.
And you're a resident of this neighborhood?
Yes, I have been a resident of this neighborhood for 48 years of my life. I was born in St. Mary's Hospital.
Wait a minute, you 48?
I'm 48 years old.
Let me find out.
6 children, 8 grandchildren.
Okay, what kind of water you drink, and how can I get a case?
Well, no, I just basically don't do any partying. I don't drink, and I don't mess around with a lot of different people, if you know what I mean.
I know exactly what you mean. So tell me, what brings you to the event today?
Well, we have a lot of clowns in politics, but I was honored to be endorsed by a real clown, Minnie. Minnie is the kind of person that is bring joys to my district, and that's why when I'm elected to the State Assembly, I want to make sure that these type of events take place all throughout my district, because she brings real joy to the people of this district, and I appreciate her, and she invited me, and I came. And she also allowed me, I'm the only candidate that she allowed to put up a banner at her function.
And that says a lot about you.
That says a lot about what Anthony Jones is all about. Anthony Jones is basically wants to serve. I'm about service. I'm not about being served. My passion and desire is to make sure that the people in our district get treated fairly and with the respect that they deserve.
Amen. So this won't be your last year. It's your first year here, but it's not going to be your last.
God knows best what our future is like next year. But my intention is to win the assembly seat and make sure that this event takes place in every part of my district with Minnie the Clown, because she brings joy to the people. And that's what it's all about. With all the shootings taking place and all the hardships on the people, at least we can do our best as elected officials to bring some type of joy. And that's what Minnie the Clown is about. She brings joy to the people. And
yes, she does.
Contribute to that.
So just share with me just a little bit. What are your main goals in office?
Well, I think it's important for people to understand what the assembly person is supposed to do, so that we don't make false promises. As an assembly person, we have oversight over state agencies that are funded by the state. We vote on $1 trillion budget for the entire New York State with the governor. We chair or co-chair different committees like Youth Service Committee, Seniors Committee, Banking, things like that. One of the things I like to do, my passion, is to make sure we get to Albany and restore the services, the money in the budget for young people. I think that the young people have been left out of this community. And another thing that the community was really concerned about is that they call the elected officials, and a lot of times they don't get response. So Anthony Jones is to make sure that we have responsive government in place, and also entrepreneurship, because a lot of people in my district are unemployed. And I think that there's not enough jobs in city government or federal or state government. As a people, we must become entrepreneurs and do for self. And I think that we'll be able to help each other with jobs. And I want to take it back to the old days where you didn't have to know that your neighbor next door was hungry. because of the relationship that we built with each other, we knew the needs of our next door neighbors, and they didn't have to ask. And those are the type of things that Anthony Jones wants to bring back to the district: love and concern for the people.
And those are the things that not only just this neighborhood, but all of Brooklyn look forward to having. So thank you so much for sharing with Women Are Talking in TV.
Kids are dying in these streets. My name is Trife Gangster. I'm the founder and executive director of a non-profit organization called GMAC. That stands for Gangsters Making Astronomical Community Changes. I gangbanged for a lot of years. In fact, I'm one of the first Bloods in New York City. One of the first. 1994, before y'all knew what gangbanging was, me, my older brother John Blills, and so many of us was out in these streets hurting ourselves, hurting each other. We grew up with ill flow. We grew up with ill flicks. We know what we used to live like. And now we making something different happen in our communities. It's time for a change. So you gotta listen up to what's being said. If we ain't listening to hip-hop dancing, you ain't trying to hear what we talking about. If I ain't making a joke, you ain't trying to hear what I'm talking about. We here for school. Our kids are in school. And let me tell you the importance of school. Parents first. It's time to step up. I go to schools on a regular basis and talk to parents, talk to teachers, talk about gang awareness, talk about bullying, right? And what I notice in our schools is this. We do not have enough parents stepping up on our PTAs. We do not have enough parents knowing what's going on in your schools. We do not have enough parents who are sitting home and say, you know what? At the end of the school day, I got a little bit of free time. Let me walk up to my son's school to see what's going on. This is what we talking about. And I ain't a victim of gun violence. I used to be the person who carried the guns. So listen to what I'm telling you.
Hey, so we found some special guests in the crowd here, and I'm gonna allow them to introduce themselves. You are?
My name is Sean Duke McFadden, aka Trife Gangster. I'm the executive director of GMAC.
Okay, and you are next to me?
My name is James, aka Job Blills. I'm a co-founder of GMAC.
That was shorter than his intro. What's up? Anyway, so tell me firstly, what brings you to the event?
Ill Flow is somebody that we grew up with. We actually used to run the streets and commit crimes together. A lot of people may not know his story. Yeah.
Tell us business. Tell us business.
I'm gonna tell his business. Ill Flow used to be out there too. Don't let him fool you. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Hey, you know, running around Gowanus projects.
He be freestyling?
Yo, that boy was out there. I'm telling you. But he know what it is. But we were just talking about that. That we went from that negative side. And now we're doing events for kids and talking to our youth and show them a different goal and different perspective in life.
Okay. Yeah, when you say youth of what age?
Say that again?
Youth of what age?
Well, we work with all ages. All ages? Yeah, all ages. We try to catch them young, you know, before they make the mistakes of, I made a lot of mistakes. So I try to catch them as young as possible to enlighten them about the mistakes they can make and what could possibly lead them to prison and to better career choices, you know?
So how do you catch them? Like, how do you get a hold of these kids?
We relate to our story, our life story, what we went through, and sometimes it's scary. It's like sometimes it could be like a campfire story you tell at a campfire. Right. It's horrific, but it can save lives. If you don't want to go through this is where you should go. It's like, you want to take the red pill or the blue pill. Like the Matrix. You know what
and what's the name of your organization again?
It's GMAC, Gangsters Making Astronomical Community Changes.
Okay, and on website and on Facebook and all that stuff.
Yeah, you can go on what? GMAC.com?
It's at gangstermacking.com. We on Facebook, Gangsters Making Astronomical Community Changes. Here's my shirt right there. Sustainable, yeah. And like I said, you can Google us. I'm actually New York of the Week and on New York 1. I just want to throw that out there, you know what I'm saying? Just in case you didn't know, you go on New York 1 and see me as New York of the Week for going from negative to positive. Okay. And like I said, we go to Rikers Island, we go to schools, we're in the streets 2 in the morning. We doing many different things. We taking it from a different perspective. All the issues that surround our community that's causing our kids to kill each other, that's our primary focus.
Okay. And so you've been doing this for how long?
I've been doing this 6 years. I've been home 6 years. So my last prison sentence, from the point I came home, I dedicated my life to doing this.
How long you been involved?
Well, September 28th, will make a year I was home. I just did 10 years in federal and state prison, so I'm just trying to do my part.
So you have like a relationship with correction officers or juvenile systems where you can go to these places and relationships as in, hey, give me a call, you know, when you guys have a function or whatever, or, you know, keep me in mind, you know, to come through and motivationally speak, something like.
I mean, they reach out to us a lot. Like I said, you Google, you see we're in these streets. What makes us so unique is that's my older brother, right? And we come from the first handful of Bloods in New York City, right? So we've been before people knew what a Blood and a Crip was, we was doing that. Right, and running the streets, carrying guns, selling drugs, robbing people, you name it. We live that lifestyle. So our story gets people to reach out to us anyway. When they hear that we've been through that and we've changed our lives. So we get a lot of parents that call us, schools call us. Like I said, I consult for the Fortune Society as an organization. We talk with parolees coming out of prison and teaching them how to acclimate back with society. So re-entry is important to us. Just like coming from the bottom of our kids, you got to start at the top too, and work your way to deal with what's going on in the middle.
Yeah. So have you seen any of the people that you spoke with, kids included, that have success stories that you got to witness or find out about?
We have a lot of kids that reach out to us after you like have a sit down with them, and you know, they reach out to us and tell us that the changes they make in their life and how we help them make the better decisions of what they're gonna do tomorrow instead of what they did yesterday. You know, it's all about making changes, and a lot of them understand that what we went through, they don't want to go through. You know, like they don't want to go through the prison, they don't want to be in a box, they don't want to be handcuffed and oppressed. You know, so they make a better career choices than we did. That's the objective.
And you do welcome those of your peers to join your company, your organization, to spread the word that this is not the way that they may want, of course.
We have a lot of that. We have a lot of our peers who want to step up and be in the front line with us. Like tonight we have a function at East Florida.
Yes, tell me about that.
We do what's called Occupy the Corner, where we basically go out, like I said, 1, 2 in the morning, 11 o'clock at night, in high crime areas, hot spots, where known shooters are, you know what I'm saying? And we interact with them, we talk to them, we figure out what resources, what help they need, you know, why, you know, what is their reason for acting the way they act? Why they feel so quick to shoot the guns that they shoot? You know, and let them know that we was once those shooters, so we know what it's like to feel like they feel, but what can we give them? How can we direct them to something else?
And what kind of response do you get from your communities when you go in and you know, and bring this to the platform? What do you get back from those participating parents and, you know, neighborhood homeowners that are in your area? Do they receive you, or do they they're hesitant with you?
They're highly receptive. It comes to a shock to a lot of them, and they encourage us to keep doing it because it brings the change to the community. You see that we actually care about the community. We out here on a regular, and we giving out job applications. We trying to uplift our community.
Wait, you give out job applications?
Yeah, we give out applications for
all right, okay, all right.
Yes, we do. You know, we try to get people to vote. You know, at least have more voters in the community. You know, the power's in the numbers. You know that for a fact.
Yes.
The more voters we have, the more.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
I said, John, take the interview.
You better get back over here.
And he is the founder. You know, actually, he followed me into pretty much negativity, and I follow him to positivity. So it's like I'm his older brother. You know, I was in the streets, and he came behind me. I came home. That's what he was doing. This is his pet project, and I believe in it. I see strength in it. So this is where telling me I had selling drugs, robbing people. I'm out here trying to prevent that. You know, which is a big change in my life. You know, I came a very, very long way.
Cool beans. Thank you guys so much for being on Women Are Talking TV, and congratulations to all that you are succeeding, and thank you for Thank you from all the mothers who have sons and nephews that are on the corner who feeling like that way of life is the way of life when it's not. So thank you for your bravery and your commitment, okay?
We tell mothers this, right? Because my mother went through a lot, right? She had 2 sons that were the worst in the streets. And I go with the Malcolm X perspective, right? You know, don't give up on our youth. People change, right? Because Malcolm X was that same person, right? He was who he was. He was red, and then he became who he became, and became a positive leader. And we got to do that. We got to teach our kids how to be positive leaders and not be afraid to be that positive voice. One of the main things that we do is we show that you can still be popular, you can still be cool, you can still have swag, you can still be respected, you can do all that, and you can be positive.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, guys. Now go back and have the enjoy the rest of the event, okay? Give me a hot dog. McDonald's, Applebee's, Tower Isles, and the NYPD. This is a free event where they give out free school supplies, and I'm so glad to be a part of this family, and I'm so,
You be who you be, what up? Yo, what's going on? This is Ill from illflix.com. We're here at the 5th annual Back to School Family Fun Day, sponsored by myself, Illflix, and Miss Minnie the Clown, Stay Jazzy Productions.
You know I was calling her stuff, Aziz.
We gonna edit that out. She playing.
I love you, girl. I love you, girl. So, tell me about this event and what encouraged you to start it.
All right. Unfortunately, we're living in a time in a community where everybody doesn't have everything they need to do the things that they need to do in life to progress. You know what I mean, people don't have things as simple as pens and pencils and school supplies to get to school, because it's hard when you go to school and you don't have what you need to just learn. You get what I mean? And that's an additional hindrance, not to count all the other things that you got to deal with as a young child. You get what I mean? So I figure I could try to, me and Minnie the Clown, to try to lighten the load a little bit, at least get you what you need, the artillery you need to fight the war. You get what I mean? Education is a war on ignorance. So in order to fight that war, you need tools. Tools is pencils and pens and erasers and books and stuff like that.
From year 1 to year 5, how hard has this process been for you?
I think it gets easier. As like the first year, we spent a lot of money out of pocket, just to make sure that the event was successful. And we didn't know that if you ask for help, you will receive it. You get what I mean? So that's how all the sponsors came into play. Then we had people like McDonald's, Family First. We had Applebee's, McDonald's. We had Tower Islands. We had Golden Crust.
And the NYPD.
NYPD come out. We had FD come out. We had the Parks Department. I don't have the list in front of me. Forgive me if I'm forgetting y'all. You know what I mean? But I appreciate everybody that helped make this event successful. Anthony T. Jones, he came out, he donated. If you have ever thrown an event, you know how tedious and expensive these type of things are. And the rewards are smiles. You get what I'm saying? So we invest in a lot to make sure we get smiles. But the kids like it, they love it. I'm happy at the end of the day.
Well, let me let you get back to the event, because I know I pulled you away from them a little bit. Thank you so much.
Tomorrow, or whenever this is.
Oh, that's right, tomorrow.
Tomorrow we're having the grand opening to our storefront. It's called Minnie's World. If you got an opportunity, come and check it out. It's 2112 Fulton Street, Brooklyn, New York. Listen, come check it out. It's crazy.
Your kids will love you for it.
I promise you.
Yes, indeed. Okay, get back to work.
Deuces.
Felicia.